Hey everybody, welcome to Display TV. I am your host, Sarah Pribis. We're coming to you live from New York City, but it's really popping off in New Orleans right now. Y'all know what day it is? Does everybody know what this special day of the week is? What holiday we are celebrating today? Let me know in the chat. Let's see who's the first one. Who's gonna be the first one to shout out what holiday it is in the chat? I'm waiting for you. Who wins extra special points from Sarah? No money, no real points, just the extra special love from my heart for guessing it. Do you know what holiday it is today? Because that will also be your clue to what our entire trivia game tonight is themed around. Thank you, China Thug, you win. You win. I don't know if that's the prize you were looking for. My love, my adoration, my appreciation for being the first one to type it, so I didn't have to keep talking about it. But you got it. It's Mardi Gras. Bravo. It's Mardi Gras. We're doing a special Mardi Gras themed game tonight, and that apparently is my Mardi Gras dance. That is the dance that I reserve only for Mardi Gras. Hey everyone, welcome into Display TV. Yes, we're just kicking off the show. I've just announced we have a special themed trivia game tonight for $500. You're in the right place if you want to play. It's right here. It's all happening here. 500 bucks. We're giving it away 30 minutes from now. And I'm giving away an answer, Q8, in just a little bit, but you gotta stick with me. All right, speaking of Mardi Gras, I wanna know, what are you feasting on? It's Mardi Gras. You gotta be feasting. We gotta be celebrating with some food. So are you feasting on all the snacks? I'm saving room for dinner, or just desserts? Which thing are you feasting on? For me, I decide we're gonna feast on all the snacks, honey. I had some meatballs for dinner. I had a little arugula salad on the side, and I am sure I'm gonna go home and stuff my face with some popcorn. I got some ice cream bars. I got these cinnamon pita chips that I've been throwing in this like cookie butter stuff. I got so many treats at home. I'm so excited. All the snacks for me, but most of you are saving room for dinner. Well, good thing I already ate my dinner. So what I'm talking about now is the things that are going to be coming after dinner. And 31% of you said just desserts. No dinner, just desserts. Well, what are we having, friends? Let's get specific. You know that food is my love language. So let's talk in the chat for a moment about what are the snacks that we're snacking on, or what's the dinner that we're dining on, or what's the dessert that we're desserting on. Well, I hope you're not deserting your dessert. I want you to actually eat your dessert, not leave it behind, okay? What are we eating? What are we dining on for Fat Tuesday for Mardi Gras? I wanna know. Let me know in the chat. Better yet, post a picture on display. Snap it now, post it later after trivia. What are we eating? Friends, it's a special day. You gotta celebrate with food. If you're not, I don't know what you're celebrating with. Maybe some beads, maybe a float. Maybe you're actually in New Orleans like Mark Foote said he was yesterday. That would be cool. Hey, Kathy Davis, good to see you. All right. Okay, that's what I'm talking about, Shabza. Ate some Burger King a couple of hours ago. That's a good way to celebrate. I love me a burger. Okay, so I have a special announcement, actually. Let's play a little game before we get into some stuff. Friends, I am going to be away on a little business the next 2 days. I'm gonna be playing hooky. No, I should have winked when I said the business, and then I messed that up. That's okay. I'm gonna be away on a little business the next 2 days. So this particular pre-show iteration as it is right now on Display TV will not be happening for 2 days. However, we have some special treats for you. The first thing that I wanna tell you is I'm going to be doing an extra long live from the Display TV profile. So the Dolby Live, I will be going live at 7:30, our usual time. So don't tap the TV icon. Come on in to the Display TV profile live, because I'm gonna be traveling, so I just can't be in the studio, but I can tune in and do a live and hang with all of you from there. So if you want your trivia answer and you want some extra quality time with me, I'm still doing this show just on a different sort of wavelength, right? We're gonna do it from the Dolby Live. You can see really the power of what Dolby Live can bring to you. So I'll be going live at 7:30 tomorrow from Display TV's profile, not the Display TV channel. And you're going to have a special guest host for trivia, a very, very special guest host. Do you want to guess in the chat who it is? Do you want to guess your guest host? Should we make this into a game? First person to guess who your guest host is gets love and adoration from me. That seems to be the prize tonight. China Thug, you have extra love and adoration for me because you got it. Chaz, our very own Chaz May, is going to be stepping in and hosting trivia. It's going to be so great. Yes! So I hope you give him a nice, warm welcome. He's going to be fantastic. And don't fall too much in love with him because I am coming back. So Friday I'll be back to host. But you got him as your substitute teacher. Wednesday, Thursday, again, we'll be doing lives just from the Dolby form of live. And we will also be putting the trivia answer on the Display TV stream. So there's multiple ways for you to get all the stuff that you're used to getting. We want to make sure all my Display bees are happy and that you're well taken care of while I'm away. Yay! Look at that. I'm so excited that you're all excited. Chaz is the best. It's going to be so much fun. Okay, now I get to dive into the even more fun stuff. How to earn money on display. Let's do it. Let's talk about how to earn that money. Okay, so you know you gotta post. You gotta be posting to be earning. So get those videos up, get those photos up. I put up a really cool video today. I encourage all of you to go check it out. It hasn't gotten that much love, so feel free to go check it out after the show. I spent a lot of time on it. So make sure you're posting those photos, you're posting those videos, because the more that content is circulating in other people's feeds, the more you're earning. The reason is, as you scroll through your feed, you'll notice that every 3 posts from other creators, you'll see an ad. The money from that ad goes 50% to display and 50% to the creators whose posts appear above that ad. So you got to make sure your content is circulating. And we'll talk about one of the extra ways that you can get it to be circulating in a moment, because we're talking about communities later tonight. So communities are a great way for you to earn extra money because it gives people who aren't necessarily your followers an opportunity to see your content. So again, I'll go into that a little bit more in just a minute, but just note, you have to be posting because your content has to be circulating in people's feeds. There is another way, and that would be the support me button. So let's say people see your content because they're going to your page and they want to see your content, or maybe they're even scrolling through your feed and then they see your post. They can tap the support me button on your content. So that's that little yellow S that you see there on the bottom right of the post. It says support me. So basically, you can like, you can comment, you can share. Those are all features we're familiar with. But the support me button, when you press that, you'll see an ad. The money from that ad, because the advertisers are paying to have eyeballs on their ad, right? It goes 50% to display and 50% to the creator that you just tapped support me on. So again, it's just a great way for you to help other creators earn that money on display. And you don't actually have to take out your wallet. You don't have to spend any of your own money, any of your display earnings. It's just your time that it takes to press that button and watch the ad. So make sure you're using that support me button. What's up, Chico99FB? Hello, Tim Dozer. Hello, Ellie1. Yes, China Thug, you are teacher's pet today. That is correct. I hope you continue it into trivia. All right, if you want to try, let's go 3 for 3. Do you know what the third way is that you can earn money on display? We've talked about how you need your content to be circulating in people's feeds by posting. We've talked about the support me button. What is, for no points at all, the third way that you can earn money on display? And I'm not talking about trivia. That's right, China Thug, 3 for 3. Oof, I love to see it. Invite a friend, all right? So if you go to your main menu and you tap on invite your friends, you will be able to generate your own unique link. So you see copy link there, you can see the QR code option, whatever you choose, you can share those options to your friends, to your family, to your social media platforms. And if you share it and they set up a profile using those things, we can trace that new user to you. So what would happen if they were to use that link is it would take them to their app store where they would download display. They would then set up a profile, and then it would be recorded as someone who's signed up underneath you. So you can actually go to your insights and analytics, your family tree, and see who signed up underneath you using your code. The reason this is important is because you get 10% off of whatever that person ends up making on display. So if they end up making $100, you get 10 just because you're the one that told them about display and they used your invite code. So make sure you're using your code in order to tell your friends to sign up for display. Tell them that we've got trivia coming up. Tell them that there's a brand new host coming in for trivia tomorrow who's going to entertain you all while I am away for 2 days. But for tonight, for anyone who's tuned in late, we have $500 coming up, 8 p.m., your usual. It is Mardi Gras themed. And if you were like, wait, what'd you say about not being here? We've got trivia the rest of the week, but you have a substitute teacher tomorrow. Our very own Chaz is stepping in to host, so make sure you give him a warm welcome. All right, we've talked about how to earn, and something that goes hand in hand with earning is communities. So this is another feature that will help you earn more and will help you connect to the types of content and the types of people that you want to be meeting and seeing on this app. So communities are groups of like-minded individuals, right? They're different groups organized according to a particular interest, like sports, like travel. We'll go through a couple of them in just a moment. Now, when you join a community, there's a couple of things that happen. One, all of the content that's posted directly to that community by other people who belong to that community, if you belong, you will start to see that community's content in your regular feed. So if you're following more animal communities, right, then that animal content will help you customize your feed to be more animal content or food content or whatever it might be. Now, the other thing is, if you post directly to a community, not to your feed, but into a community, then anybody who is a member of that community will see that content in their feed. So they don't necessarily have to follow you. So again, it's an extra way to get eyeballs on your content and help you earn more money. Let's walk through some examples of communities that we've got for you. So the first one is all about display. This is incredible. This is set up by our DAB people. So they're our display advisory board. They're the people who don't work for display, but they're just regular creators who really understand this app and want to help you. So they give tips and tricks, all kinds of stuff on this community. So I would definitely recommend checking this out if you just want a little extra help from someone who's not me, from someone who doesn't work for display. Kathy and her crew, they're all incredible. So go check out that. We've got Foodlicious, where you can post all your awesome food content. If you're munching down on some Mardi Gras food right now, or Taco Tuesday, or whatever you got, post it to Foodlicious, get that food content. We've also got Bitcoin. So maybe Bitcoin's your thing, maybe you like that cryptocurrency. I still got a lot to learn myself, but maybe you know more than me. Oleg definitely has all of the knowledge, and he's the one that started this group, so go check it out. We also have anime. I mean, as you can see, there's literally something for everyone. We've got anime, we've got video pets. We've got pets here, so if any of my people in the chat are pet lovers, I don't know, throw me a little furry animal or emoji in the chat. We have fitness. If you want fitness motivation, people are posting their fitness, their workout routines. We've got cars, if you like things that go fast, or you like luxury vehicles, or you own one, or you just want to look at one. It doesn't really matter. There's car communities. We've got NCAA sports. Ooh, I see lots of people posting those emojis. I love that. Okay. Any sports fans? Post a sports emoji. Maybe this one's for you, right? I don't want to leave out the sports lovers just because I am not one. Okay. We got video games. Look, video games is already using the emojis in the name of their community, which I love. So again, something for everyone. Traveling, you know, this is great. You get to see the world without leaving your home. I mean, I hope you do walk outside at some point. That is important. Get some fresh air, please. But you know, like, it's hard to travel sometimes. I should know, I haven't taken a vacation in a long time, but I am going to Florida tomorrow. That's what I'm very excited to be doing. So maybe I'll get some travel content and I'll post it to World Traveling Community for you. So there you have it. There's all kinds of communities that you can join, be a part of. It helps you connect to the types of content you want to see, to the types of people you want to meet, and it helps you earn more money. Now, let's say you cannot find for the life of you the kind of community that you want to join. So I'm going to show you how to set your own community up. All right. If you see the people icon on the bottom of your screen, that's what you would tap in order to access your community. So all your communities would be listed there. It's going to even have suggested communities, and then you would be able to create a community. So if you want to create your own community, you would just tap on create. You can add your community name. You can add a cover photo, a description, You can choose a topic list so that it's searchable according to a category, and then you can choose content moderation, which means you want to approve everything before it gets loaded into that community, so you can make sure it's all according to that particular topic. There's no spam, or you don't really care. You're gonna let everyone have at it. So you can choose all of those settings yourself. Are we inspired? I hope so. I want to know, I saw lots of emojis in the chat, so I really appreciate your participation. What kinds of communities are you looking to join? What communities are you excited about? Food, drink, travel, fitness, hobbies, sports, pets. We need it in all of the above. I'm gonna sign up for every single community. No, don't do that. Definitely choose the ones that appeal to you. I'm already in a food and drink community. I'm definitely already in a travel community. I'm in a fitness community. Sports, for me as a no-no. Definitely in some pet. Honestly, I am teacher's pet because I am already in all of these communities. But let's see what y'all chose. We got 14% food and drink, 21% travel, 2% fitness, 45% hobbies. I'm so curious about this. When this poll comes down, I want you to tell me in the chat, what types of hobbies do you want communities for? Because I feel like this one always wins, but I never know what kind of hobbies we're missing in communities still. 10% sports and 4% pets. Okay, so let me know in the chat, what kinds of hobbies in particular do you want to start communities for? And while you're at that, I've got to prepare a trivia answer for all of you. That's right, we have trivia coming up in 15 minutes. It's Mardi Gras themed, and I'm going to give away question 8. We'll be right back.
Bienvenidos a Display TV. We did it. Y tienes que darle bien fuerte para poder llegar rápido. Guys, welcome to Cusco. Estamos en la hermosa ciudad de Mérida. Delicioso. Un aguachile de camarón.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Display TV. I am your host, Sarah Pribis, and I will be your host for the rest of the night. But I've already made this announcement, and I'm going to keep making it because I want to get you all excited. I will be stepping out of my hosting duties for the next 2 days. However, that does not mean there won't be a pre-show, and that does not mean there won't be trivia. Here's how it's going to happen. Tomorrow for the pre-show, I will be doing it from the Display TV live stream. So instead of tapping into the Display TV channel like you have now, you'll want to come into the Dolby Live, and I will be live at 7:30. Chatting, hanging, doing the usual thing. The problem is I will be on the road, so I won't be in the studio, but I can tune into live, and I want to make sure that we're all hanging, that I'm giving away that trivia answer, and that we're continuing things as we normally do. For trivia, we're going to have Chaz step in and host. And so for anybody that hasn't already said hello and welcome to Chaz, let him know that you're super excited that he'll be stepping in. Speaking of trivia, I've got an answer for you, which means I've got a question for you first. You guys are gonna have to try to answer this one. Again, it's Mardi Gras themed, and then I'm gonna reveal the correct answer. This is the very real question 8 tonight. Let's do it. The traditional Mardi Gras dessert akin to a coffee cake typically hides a small baby figurine inside, known as what? A fiv, a bibelot, or a a poupée. I'm glad I get a practice round at this because we need to perfect it for trivia. Okay, a fiv, a bibelot, or a poupée. There we go. Let's do it one more time. A fiv, a bibelot, or a poupée. Yeah, okay. Let's see if we know the answer here. It's looking like 41% of you are saying be below. 15% of you are saying poupe. Why is that so hard for me to say? You know why that's hard for me to say. And 36% of you are saying fib. So the correct answer is fib. The first one that 28% of you are saying. The first one, fib, is the correct answer. It's essentially a little baby Jesus figurine that they hide inside the cake. And that is your very real question 8 answer. Now, again, if you want the answer to question 8 for the next 2 days, we're gonna have that streaming right here on Display TV, per usual. So you can just tune in here if you wanna see that. Or you can come hang with me at the Display TV Dolby live stream from the personal profile, and I will reveal the correct answer to question 8 there. So you have your choice, or you can do both. It really doesn't matter to me, but there are options, friends. Okay, let's talk about some original content, please. Let's show off what y'all have been making and posting right here on Display TV, because it's good. It's really, really good. Okay, this first one is from Frost Aqua. Hashtag shot while walking, hashtag Washington Heights, hashtag New York City. I recognize that bridge. I love this. This is like lifestyle influencer vibes. Very, very cool. Next up, we got Chrysanth. She is one of the members of DAB. She is that all about display community. I love this. Look at this. Display best practices. Post engaging original content. Always include a caption. Post in communities. Post multiple times a day. Use all your shares. Leave meaningful comments. Limit emoji usage. I don't know if I agree with that. No, I love emojis. Post engaging original content. There you go. You see one that was listed twice, and that's because it's the most important one. Thank you for Chrysanth for drawing that up. I appreciate that. All right, next up, we've got a shell. This is a photo of their beautiful cousin, Rowena. Gorgeous, look at that. Oh, it's like periwinkle. If I had to describe that shade, it's lavender and periwinkle. The sky, you can't even tell where it meets the ocean. Take me traveling. All right, then we've got Kathy Davis. This is a pretty fountain from her travels in New Orleans. Kathy, were you there for Mardi Gras? When were you there in New Orleans? This is so gorgeous, I love it. This is the calm before the Mardi Gras storm. Next up, we have Jinky Ordeleza with my bestie. She's my best friend. She's a real bad. Okay. Then we've got Crespo the DJ, ballin' in the middle of the club in New Jersey. Woo! He is up past my bedtime for sure. If there's one thing I know about this photo, it's past my bedtime. But living the dream. I love it. Okay. Next, we've got Rajan Lal, advocate at the High Court of Delhi, India. Oof, look at that beautiful architecture in the background too. This is a really cool portrait. I love this. Thank you, Rajan. Then we have Sakig Zami 12. This is a wood art painting. And if you look really closely, you can make out that it's a woman. I think that there is a dog below her kimono sleeve. But tell me what you see in the chat. This is gorgeous. I love this art. I love the art that I see on display. And then finally, we have this one from Norm K. This is Northern Boulevard in Queens, New York. Right down the street. Not quite, but you know, in New York, that's where we're from. So grab a photo of your sky, put it on display. In the meantime, friends, we've got trivia coming up in 5 minutes for $500. It's Mardi Gras themed. I'll see you there. Hello everybody, and welcome to an all-new game of brand new trivia. Before we dive in too deep tonight, I want to let you all know Miss Sarah has some business matters to attend to and definitely won't just be playing hooky over the next 2 days. But while I'm away, you're going to get a very special substitute teacher. He's probably just going to let you watch movies and pass notes, and I promise you will love him, but just not more than me, okay? But let's live in the present and not in the future. And for now, I'm still here, so let's get started. Happy first day of March. Wowee, there is just so much that is new today. And on top of all of that, it is Mardi Gras. Whether or not you celebrate, I hope you take the spirit of the day to heart and indulge, feast, do whatever floats your boat, and then some. Because Mardi Gras kicks off the period of Lent. the period of fasting that leads up to Easter. And I'm not gonna lie, Lent is kind of a buzzkill. Lent is that friend who orders off the low-cal section of the menu on their birthday. Yeah, no grilled chicken and vegetable medleys tonight. Let's get our kicks while the sun is still shining. And I want you all to shine tonight too. So I'm gonna get you set up for success with some rules. You'll have 10 seconds to answer 10 questions each. When a new question appears on your screen, choose carefully, because once you tap, there is no going back. If you get one wrong, you can keep playing along, just not for the money, honey. And make sure you're connected to Wi-Fi and that you're holding your phone vertically. And finally, your winnings will appear in your display bank account if you're actively posting and have your profile all set up. Now, before we get started, I want to take a quick poll because I care about what you think. I want to know. You know, friends, we do trivia live every single night at 8 p.m. Eastern, okay? But I want to ask you, like, how is this working out time-wise? Seriously, I want to know, like, when is the most ideal time for you to get your trivia on? Maybe there's a better time. So keep in mind, we're asking Eastern time, not your relevant time, Eastern time. So would that be morning, 9 to 11, lunch break, 11 to 1, 1 to 5, 5 to 7, 7 to 9. You get the gist, right? You're gonna have to do some mental math if you're in another part of the world right now to figure out what that is on Eastern time. But do your best, right? There's no wrong answers. Be honest and don't answer with what you think I want to hear. We want to know what if we were to change the time to what's best. Like if we were to work around your schedule, what actually would be the best time for you? Tell me in the comments. First thing in the morning, friends. Okay, 44%, 9 to 11. They want to get me out of bed early. I see how it is. Okay. Let's kick off this trivia game Bourbon Street style. It's time for display trivia. Question 1. What is the direct translation of Mardi Gras? Fat Tuesday, Bigoted Wednesday, Irrational Saturday? What is the direct translation of Mardi Gras? Fat Tuesday, Bigoted Wednesday, Irrational Saturday? Now, here's a little clue for you. Mardi Gras always falls on the same day of the week, and no spoilers, but this was also a day of the week on which many, many people customarily enjoy the food known as tacos. I know for some of you that doesn't narrow it down at all, because if you're in my camp, you know that any day of the week is perfectly good for tacos, not just the one that's alliterative. Best day for tacos? Anyone that ends in a Y. Which leads me to my next point. When someone offers you tacos, don't ask why, just take them. The celebration named Mardi Gras translates to the English for Fat Tuesday because it is a day of indulgence before the next 40 days of Lent. 92% of you got that. Question 2. Which vegetable, when preceded by couch, denotes a lazy person? Broccoli, potato, zucchini. Which vegetable, when preceded by couch, denotes a lazy person? Broccoli, potato, zucchini. The word lazy gets a bad rap, but I don't know. I mean, at a certain point, being lazy can become pretty impressive. Whoa, you haven't gotten up from the sofa other than to eat and go to the bathroom for how many days? I mean, that is either incredibly strong commitment to the bit or that is depression. If it's depression, please go get help. But if you're just binging all of The Sopranos, damn, Daniel, you deserve a medal. Okay, really though, it is starting to smell in here and your fingers are covered in Cheeto dust. A couch potato is someone who maybe doesn't move around a whole lot, but if you don't take a second to sit still, you might miss life passing you by. So, 95% of you got that. Question 3. This item is customarily thrown off parade floats at Mardi Gras. Cookies, flower petals, beaded necklaces. This item is customarily thrown off parade floats at Mardi Gras. Cookies, flower petals, beaded necklaces. The term floats in some parades is a tad misleading. The only parade I've ever seen with anything that could reasonably be called a float is the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. But like, take for instance the Rose Bowl Parade. Those are just cars covered in flowers. They're not floating, they're barely even driving. If they went any faster, they'd lose all their foliage. I'm just saying, like, maybe it's time to update the terminology. You know, maybe instead of floats, we call them crawls or stalls while that marching band is up there trying to round a corner. The parade is a huge element of Mardi Gras, and the item most famous for landing in the crowds are the Mardi Gras beads. You got it. 87% of you got it. Question 4. Glucose falls under what category of macronutrients? Carbohydrates, fats, proteins. Glucose falls under what category of macronutrients? Carbohydrates, fats, proteins. A balanced diet has all these macronutrients: carbs, fats, and proteins. And balance is important. My favorite of all the balances, work-life balance. That's the balance that allows me to say, la 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 la, I can't hear you, when an email from my boss comes in at 9 p.m. on a Sunday. I'm sure that email is giving me the boot, but if a tree falls in the forest with no one around to hear it, then did it even make a sound? I think we all know the answer is no. If you want to fire me, do it during work hours, okay? Oh wait, that was an email not about giving me the boot, but about buy one, get one half off boots at Nordstrom Rack this weekend? Okay. See, now that's an email that I would have opened. Glucose, like all the sugars, falls under the heading of carbohydrates. Look, you can cut corners, but unless you need to for your health, please don't cut your carbs. Yeah. 92% of you got that. Question 5. Which of the following terms does not describe meat from the same animal? Mutton, hogget, veal. Which of the following terms does not describe meat from the same animal? Mutton, hogget, veal. I've never understood why some meats are just named after the animal, but some of them get like secret code names. Like when it came to naming chicken meat, we just got real lazy. Tastes like chicken? But take cows, for example. They get so many different names for meat, even though it's all coming from the same animal. Beef, steak, brisket. No need for pseudonyms. We all know darn well where it's coming from. Kind of like when you ask a friend where she got her jacket and she responds, oh, this brand? Wild Fable. Girl, that is Target, no matter how you slice or dice it. Similarly, mutton and hogget, as well as lamb, all come from a sheep. But veal is the name for meat from an immature cow. That's right, 82% of you. Well done, halfway there. Question 6. The symbol of New Orleans is what flower? Carnation, lily, daffodil. The symbol of New Orleans is what flower? Carnation, lily, daffodil. New Orleans, what a city. It's the birthplace of Mardi Gras, but also the birthplace of jazz. I mean, that has got to be a fun city, right? You don't even have to have ever been there to know that. Better than Saginaw, Michigan, which is probably the birthplace of Preparation H and tube socks and boredom, am I right? Okay, did I maybe make those things up? So what, I have an X from there, but I am not still bitter? No way! Would a bitter person carry around a voodoo doll and a fresh box of pins should inspiration strike? The answer is no. They would hop on a plane, confront the person in the aisle of their childhood grocery store, and then set their childhood home on fire, which I did not do yet. The point is, don't date people from boring towns. New Orleans claims the fleur-de-lis as their signet, which comes from the French for lily flower. Lily is your answer. 93% of you got that. Awesome. Question 7. The ancient Roman practice of convivium would have included all of the following practices except eating lying down, undressing prior to dinner, watering down their wine. The ancient Roman practice of convivium would have included all of the following practices except eating lying down, undressing prior to dinner, watering down their wine. Wow, okay, well, it seems to me like these ancient Romans needed a review of some of their table manners. Mabelus, if you're ableist, keep your elbows off the tableless, please, for the love of gods. Romulus, you cannot have seconds until you finish what's already on your plate, and do not go puke it up, mister. If you can't save room for dessert, then do you really need it? Ugh, okay, I need everyone to stop fornicating at the tables and finish your lamb chop. Sheesh. Literally, none of you are joining the clean plate club tonight. None of you. Ancient Rome is known for the lavish feasts known as convivia, wherein it was customary to eat lying down and to add water to wine. Knowing the Romans, I'm sure there was nudity at some point, but as far as we know, there is no documented practice of removing the toga before dinner. 80% of you got it. Question 8. Their traditional Mardi Gras dessert, akin to a coffee cake, typically hides a small baby figurine inside known as what? Fiv, bibelot, poupée. Their traditional Mardi Gras dessert, akin to a coffee cake, typically hides a small baby figurine inside known as what? Fiv, bibelot, poupée. not to ruffle any feathers, seeing as Mardi Gras is a couple 100-year-old tradition, but does social services know you're hiding a baby in a cake? Look, I mean, there's better places to hide a secret love child. If you're a rich baroness, you just send them off to boarding school. But hiding in a cake, like that's for strippers at a retirement party, or Katy Perry in the California Girls music video. Okay, so she doesn't really hide in the cake. There's so much that fashions it into a bikini, but like my point still stands. Also, I'm getting an update now that the baby in the cake is in fact a miniature figurine, which I would have noticed had I read a little more closely. The baby in the king cake, known as the fib, represents the baby Jesus, and whoever gets the piece that contains it, next year the cake is on them. 88% of you got that. Question 9. The explorer who arrived in modern-day New Orleans on the eve of Mardi Gras had all of the following names except Jean Lemoyne Philippe. The explorer who arrived in modern-day New Orleans on the eve of Mardi Gras had all of the following names except Jean Lemoyne Philippe. This dude had a lot of names. Good thing he was alive in the 17th and 18th centuries, because his full name definitely would not fit on any modern-day documentation. There's no way that guy could get a driver's license. But the thing with long names is it usually indicates that someone is pretty important. Either you have way too many names as an important person, or you have one, like Sting. Or sometimes even none, like when Prince just went by that symbol. What I want to know is, when is some celebrity gonna name their kid just an emoji? Ooh, I hope they choose the smiling turd. Oh, please be the smiling turd. This person who helped found the colony of Louisiana was Jean-Baptiste Lemoyne Sieur de Bienville, and he arrived just south of present-day New Orleans on the eve of the festival of Mardi Gras. 83% of you got that. Well, throw some beads and gold doubloons, because we have made it to the final question. Question 10. The American version of the dessert, also known as omelette norvégienne, is named after what state? Minnesota, Alaska, Oregon. The American version of the dessert, also known as omelette norvégienne, is named after what state? Minnesota, Alaska, Oregon. We cannot do a Fat Tuesday quiz without talking about dessert. And if there's any day to not skip dessert, that would be today, because Mardi Gras always occurs on the night before Ash Wednesday, which kicks off the period of the Christian calendar known as Lent. Not to be a buzzkill, but Lent is a time of fasting and abstinence, which means if you're gonna commit, you probably need to get all your decadence out of the way. Think of it this way. Remember when Netflix removed The Office after we all watched it there for years? You only had a few more opportunities to see all the Michael Scott and Kelly Kapoor you wanted. So what did you do? You binged, baby. Same basic idea of get it while you can. Get your kicks while the sun's still shining, all that stuff. An omelette norvégienne is the European equivalent of none other than a baked Alaska. And yes, if you got it, you deserve a sweet treat. 91% of you got that final question. What? That's amazing. Celebrate yourselves. You came, you slayed, you displayed your knowledge, and you are gonna get paid. And a quick reminder, if you missed it at the beginning, I'm not gonna be here the next 2 days, but I did get you a sub, a little substitute teacher. Trivia is still happening for $500 for money, so you know what, goof off all you want, but this will be reflected in your grades. Yes, it will. Okay, 423 of you won tonight. Most Arrow, Ashnor, Fax Guru. Woo! Oni I Wow got an 8 out of 10. Oh no, Study 1. Bravo! Ashnor got a 10 out of 10. Shabza got a 7. Ribbiter, yes, it's not actually time off. I'm doing a shoot, but it's good. It's good. You get a friend named Chaz. Do we know Chaz? We're excited for Chaz. He's going to be amazing. Gummy Nuggets, bravo. Jenny Girl got a 9 tonight. I love it. Fudu Ichi got a 7 out of 10. Sujan77 got 4. Gummy Nuggets, Baked Alaska is served on cruise ships. You know what? I've never been on a cruise ship, so I will not know. Chaz, he's in the chat. That's your host tomorrow. Say hello. Maybe get some extra credit points by saying hello to Chaz right now. All right, friends. Again, pre-show will not be happening on Display TV, but you can tune in to get the answer on Display TV. about 10 minutes before the game, or you can tune into the Display TV live stream that I will be doing from the Display TV page tomorrow on Dolby Live. And I will also be giving away the answer there. So if you miss me, you want to see me tomorrow, I will be live at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 30 minutes before trivia. You just got to tune into the Dolby Live on the Display TV page. Now, maybe you also want to see Evie Cisco's on Conectate e Explora. Well, it's brand new tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern, so you can get your fill of Display TV hosts tomorrow. You got Evie, then you got me, then you got Chaz. We will all see you there tomorrow on Display.